Hello, so just listening to Valley. Just thought I'd try something a bit different today. Thought I'd do a bit of a commentary on this this run in Snowdonia in a northwesterly. So we've got a northwesterly blowing, it's showing 290, 23 knots, which should be okay for this run. So if we turn the camera around, so we're heading to the first area, if you like. So the turn point coming up, this first bit of rock sticking out is Penmaenmawr West. That's our first area which we can ridge saw. And then after that we go around, a bit further round to the left, a bit more under that wispy kind of cloud is Penmaenmawr, and then we want to climb up there as high as we can. So Penmaenmawr is effectively a cliff going out to sea. We want to climb up quite high there, kind of to over 2,500, 3,000 feet if possible, to then allow us to go round. So I'll hopefully you'll see me in a minute, I'll get a bit closer. Okay, so we've got a bit further now. This lump sticking here, down here on the left, on the end of that lump, that's Penmaenmawr West, the starting point. This bit of ridge here that we're looking down on the left will only work in a north-northwesterly. So unless you've got kind of over 310 to 350 kind of degrees of wind, that won't work. So we kind of commit ourselves in this bowl here. So we're making our way in, and then Penmaenmawr is the big hill sticking out to the sea there. We want to saw that pretty high, probably to cloud base if we can, before we move on round the corner. So let's see how we get on in a minute. Okay, so we're now soaring Penmaenmawr, or Penmaenmawr Head, whatever it's called. And you've got the A55, which is the North Wales Highway down there. So we're trying to saw this bit to over 2,500 before we move on. Now, even with 17 knots blowing on it, it's providing very, very weak lift. So I'm going to have to stay here a little while before moving on. Let's see how we get on. Right, well, we're still climbing very, very slowly. We're almost at 2,000 feet. The wind is down to 14 knots and 280 here, which isn't particularly helpful. So we'll climb up a bit more if we can. Quite a big quarry, really. And as we turn back, I'll show you the route we're going next. So we're effectively going to that mound there, just round the interwind side, which is round the right hand side of that, which will allow us to get to the hill after that. So let's see how we get on. Right, so I've given it a go anyway. This is the next hill. We've got a safe landing area up to the right there, so even if we find terrible air here, we should still be safe. Let's see if we can get away. Wind is apparently 11 knots going down, so that's not very helpful at all. Let's tuck in a bit more. There's some starting to climb at least. Hello sheepies. Oh, up we go, we are climbing. Excellent. That's pretty handy. And someone's ringing me. They can wait. And the next area is where that quarry is. Don't know if you can see it over there. And I'm just going to spend some time topping up here. Okay, so I've managed to find 3 knots from this hill, which is what we want. So we'll climb away before we make our move over to the over to that ridge over there. Nice street going into Anglesey there. And this lift's dying off a bit, but we're at a sensible height now where we can make our way across to that ridge, I think. Let's see how we get on. A bit better, we might take a bit more of a top up here. 3 knots. Can give us any more? Steady 3 knots, we'll take that. Climb up a bit more. So this next hill and quarry
it was a beautiful day, sun beat down, I had the radio on, I was driving, trees went by, me and Dell were singing Little Runaway. I was flying, yeah, running down a dream that never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, running down a dream. I felt so good, like anything was possible. Hit cruise control and rub my eyes. The last 3 days and the rain was unstoppable.
Okay, so we're now at Cloud Base, past that lake now, so we're going to move on. This village that we're going over here is Llanberis, and this is the Llanberis Pass, and the Ogwen Valley going over to the left there, and Snowdon is in cloud over there. Okay, so we've arrived at Snowdon, which is there on the right. Annoyingly, it's in cloud. We've just come from the southwest, kind of cutting over a few ridges. So this ridge here is facing into wind, so we're expecting some lift here. And then we'll drop into the bowl on the right there. There's some kind of aircraft on Snowdon. Is that a helicopter heading this way? I think that's a helicopter heading my way, so we'll keep out of his way. Annoyingly, this ridge isn't really working. I'll just get in touch with Valley in a sec. Tell him that I can see the helicopter. Back in a minute. So here we are at Snowdon. It's not working amazingly. These guys are all waving at me, and helicopter out to the left there, which we've been talking to each other. He knows where I am, which is helpful. So a bit of speed before we pretty exciting stuff. Starting to work a little bit better now. What's the message?
We're going to be closing shortly, and it's just the Puma helicopter that I've got on the low level for the
Oh, Roger, thank you. I won't be here for too much longer. Can you check he's happy with me in the vicinity? I'm happy with him.
Romeo, Roger, I'll speak to him shortly. The helicopter remains 100.
Oh, Roger, thanks very much for your help. Gone over the edge again. Right. So a good way to get home, providing cloud base is playing ball, is that ridge there on the right. This is the view ahead to get your bearings. Land, what's it? I can't even remember what that big Penmaenmawr head on the nose in the distance, poking out the sunlight. So you can kind of saw that ridge pretty high. I think that ridge goes up to about 3,000 feet. Providing cloud base is higher than that, you can saw that ridge a bit higher and then effectively just fall off the back of it and straight glide home. Should be fairly simple. And the top cover's dropped in. It's now 6 o'clock, so let's see if we can we're going to certainly need the thermals to get us home. See if we can do it. Okay, so Penmaenmawr on the head, on the nose there. So there's only 1 bar of battery left in the GoPro, so what I'm hoping for is that I'll just film the rest and then speed it up to see if we can get home. So we should speed up now.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me, cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room, I realized it's all my fault but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it now and watch the hoodwink. Does it make you stop, think? You'll think you're looking at Aquaman. I summon fish to the dish, although I like the chalet sweets, I like the sushi, cause it's never touch a frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes, speak like Leanne rhymes, because I'm all about value. Bert Camper's got the mad hits, you try to match wits, you try to hold me but I bust through. Gonna make a break and take a fake out like a sink and they can shake out like vanilla. It's the finest of the flavors. Gonna see the show cause then you'll know the vertigo is gonna go, cause it's so dangerous you'll have to sign a waiver. Can't I help it if I think you're funny when you